Good afternoon to those who listen. It is May 29th, 2025, 1:08 p.m. And just want to give you an update on everything that's been going on. Yesterday, me and my roommate woke up to 6 a.m., a lot of noise, boom, boom, like loud machinery. And it was them, that working on that construction site. And when I woke up, I could not breathe. All I could do was real short breaths, like I was literally on my last breath, and did nebulizer after nebulizer after nebulizer, and it got a little bit better, but I was really bad all day, and I was trying to hold off from going to the emergency room so I could go to my doctor's appointment. And my doctor's appointment, I waited and waited, even though I was in really bad shape. And by the time I drove there, I was so lightheaded. I was lucky to make it there. And when I got there, I had to walk all the way to the office. And by the time I got there and everything, I was so out of breath and so bad that they said, "You need to go to the emergency room now." I said, "I got to make this appointment so I can get the medicine I need." "No, you got to go to the emergency room." And they literally walked me all the way over to the emergency room. So I was in the emergency room for 3.5 hours. I did 7 nebulizers before I left the house. So that was before 3 in the afternoon. They gave me 3 more nebulizer treatments, and they put some prednisone steroids into my IV, and I still could not breathe. I could breathe where I get the deep breaths in, but it was hard to exhale. And then you know how you get like you can't breathe, and then you just cough, and you either bring some mucus up or you're just breaking it up, inside your lungs. You get that, oh, now I can breathe. I could not do that for the entire day, all the way through. I got just a little bit here and there, but it still felt like my airways were just clogged. So then the doctors prescribed me, the emergency room doctor prescribed me some prednisone. And then he goes, "What was that medicine you're talking about?" I told him it was budesonide. I don't know how to pronounce it right. And I needed it in the nebulizer. I said, that really helped me back when I was in Colorado. And so he wound up getting me a budesonide formoterol inhaler instead. And like a dummy, I didn't check the ingredients for the formoterol, and I had a reaction, of course. About 3 or 4 hours later, I was going, trying to get some sleep, because I haven't been able to sleep with all this going on. And I just barely got to sleep, maybe for a minute. And then, I was on my side, and I immediately had to get up because I was coughing and puking up acid and stomach acid. It was terrible. It was acid reflux, burning in my throat, and I was coughing. It felt like it was terrible. And, it was the stupid inhaler. I can't do those inhalers, which I wish the doctors would, stop giving me a hard time about it. I can't help it. I can't take those things. So I was like, oh. So I had to take another Prevacid for the acid reflux. Waited a few more hours, thinking, okay, I'm good now. Laid down again, and then as soon as I turned to the side, oh, here it comes again. Oh no. So then I had to take another one, wait up, a little longer, and then finally I got to sleep. But it took me like 4 hours before I could finally lay down to sleep. Woke up this morning, everything is really good. Everything is a lot better. I actually coughed up a little bit, so now I can breathe again. I'm on the steroids, so I should be good for a while on that. So then today I called the alter who's doing that construction and asked if I could talk to the certain person, and they said, hold on. I held on for about 5 minutes, and they came back and said, oh, he's not here. he took down my information and he'll call you back. So then I called the DNR, and this guy Ryan, he's a great guy. He's really, doing his job and helping me, get this straightened out. So he said he went down there yesterday. He drove 90 miles to go there, and inspecting the place, telling them, hey, you got to do this, you got to do better. He says he's had problems with the same company before, had to get on them about doing certain things. So I'm guessing that they will probably do that. They will have to, because it's a health threat. And I'm, I hate to say, I hope other people have had problems too, but in a way I do, because then if they complain, it's not just looking like, oh, it's just one, person. Because, I have these weird, crazy, hypersensitive allergies to everything. It's most people, it probably wouldn't even affect them. They would maybe just, it bothered them a little bit for a minute and then they're okay. But, for me, it's like really bad. So hoping that with all this, get all this, if they're doing their job, I'm going to seal the windows up in here. Landlord's coming in. She's cleaning out the ventilation system in here. That's all that should help, and everything should make that a lot better. And I've lived here over 3 years, and I've never, I've had problems with my breathing here and there, but nothing like this, where it's, for long extended periods and for really severe. I've had breathing problems before, but usually always do the nebulizer takes care of it. Might have a little bit of problems, but it's always taken care of. But now it's like not even the nebulizers. And I mean, yesterday I did 10 nebulizers, and then all the nebulizers I did when I got home, probably did 15 nebulizers and not barely any relief. And that's crazy. And that's the one thing I have to count on to help me. If that don't help me, then I'm in big trouble. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on that. Everything is going good today. I got 4 more days of the prednisone, so through Sunday. So if next week I start having problems again, then we know that it's them. That that they didn't do what they were supposed to do. He said, the guys told me, give me a call back if that happens. We'll come out and do something, and then they'll have a lawsuit on their hands. So that's good. So hopefully they'll just do what they're supposed to and everything will be fine. Don't have to, there's always something in my life where I always have these health problems. And it's always some other external factor that's doing it. It's crazy. But anyway, praise God. Thank God. I'm thanking God today. Doing tons better today. I can finally breathe. Not totally perfect, but it's way better than yesterday. Oh my goodness. And it's weird how, like what was it? Sunday was super bad for me. I said that was my second closest to death. This one would rank in the top 10 probably from yesterday. And then, what was it? Monday was a good day. It's weird. It's like, so it's got to be something else, because if it was something in this house, it would be constant. But it's just, I've had days, weeks where I'm fine, and then days and weeks that I'm terrible. All right, I don't want to keep going on. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I appreciate everybody's prayers. Thank you so much for your prayers. This is a long, weird, strange battle I'm going through, but we're going to get through it. Through God's help, we're going to get through it. All right, God bless everybody.